My name is Rosemary Thibodeau. I've been living here at Indian Lake for about 23 years. My friend of over 50 years, Raymond Patriarca Jr., inherited this property from his father. This was his father's summer place and getaway, and there used to be lots of good times going on down here, many parties, card parties going on in the back shed, lots of good food being cooked, lots of enjoyment had by all. Well, the primary use for the house was a summer cottage. This was originally a one-bedroom cottage, and it was built in 1944. And then in the early 70s, an addition was put on with a second floor, kitchen, and a large bedroom. Years ago, there used to be AA meetings held here, and so the Serenity prayer is very popular within the AA community. And so that's how the name Serenity Shores came about, but it was then lengthened to Serenity Shores, a sunny place for shady people. And that reflects the original owners of this property. Raymond and I have been friends since we were 18 years old. We first met at a party on the east side, and then the second time we met was at River Road in Providence, which was a very popular place, meeting place for youth back in the day. Well, as I say, Raymond and I have been friends for over 50 years, and so I can relate to a lot of the history of this house, the stories, and I enjoy all of this. I enjoy living with it. I'm comfortable with it. I enjoy living on 5 acres of land. Just a lot of artifacts, some of the furniture, the bar that you see behind me. This was all hand carved by inmates at the ACI during the, I would say, 60s period. And then this was delivered down here by some of the correctional officers. Raymond was very well loved in the correctional system. The bar is all handmade, all hand carved in the front. It's all a cowboy motif, kind of enlightening and enhancing the Indian Lake era. The top of the bar is all hand carved, and there are other tables in the room that have the same, carry on the same theme throughout the early cowboy era. The O'Toole sign? Okay, that's a lantern out in front that has 2 dogs that were owned by Raymond Sr. and his wife, and her name was Rita O'Toole, and she came down in the, I would say, early 60s and met the owner of this property, who owned quite a few properties in this Indian Lake area, and handed him $5,000 and a handshake, and this land became hers. This is a grave site of Raymond's dog, Pepe, a poodle, and you can see he was born in '67 and lived till '84. Pretty good life for a little poodle. What I most love about living here at Indian Lake is the privacy. I love gardening. I have acres and acres that I can garden in. I have a German Shepherd, Nyla, and I can bring Nyla up in the back, and she can run and run and run and feel free. I love the fact that my son lives behind me in a cottage belonging on this property, and his children can run and do things on this property, and it's just a wonderful place to live.
Yes, my name is Chris Thibodeau. I've lived here for 19 years. So yes, we have seen a lot of old photos and heard a lot of stories. There's obviously a lot of artifacts around as well. It used to be a lot of, we'll say, connected Rhode Island individuals that would spend time in the card games that used to go down, and cigars.
During the period that I've lived here, there have been many significant events. We've had pig roasts, weddings, Christmas parties, birthday parties, graduation parties. We've had a host of parties, and back in the day when Raymond Sr. lived here with his wife, there were many parties. It's just a very important part of Raymond Jr.'s family history. He has so many artifacts here that belong to his father, and if he wants to reminisce or see something, he can just call and ask me if I might film that for him, and I will. Raymond Sr.'s Cadillac, I'm not sure exactly what year it is, but it's been garaged for many, many years. And there was an attached sauna next door, and there was a fire, and the neighbor across the street came over and was able to get the car out of the garage so that it didn't catch on fire.
It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of things to do outdoors, and it's a pretty quiet and peaceful place.
Living on Indian Lake, we have a playground. It's a community. And we have a private beach. There's lots of boating. We have kayaks, canoes. We spend a lot of time on the water in the summertime and spring and fall. There's wonderful fishing down here. We have a lot of bass tournaments that go on during the season. And it's just a great, safe place to live.
Well, in general, there's a song called Indian Lake by the Cowsills, a famous Rhode Island band. And they say Indian Lake is a scene you should make. And I think that's true for anyone who wants to enjoy the outdoors and stop by when you drive by number 136 and wave.